All right, so another game of Infinity. New table. This is the new table, city table I built, and I've got a separate video where I kind of talk through and show you insides of buildings. But let's talk a little quick about the scenario we've got worked up for this. Again, I kind of made up a scenario. So follow on to our last scenario. We investigated. Now we've both learned that there's a buy going on, and so here's the buy, and this guy is the seller, and the guy with the briefcase full of cash is the buyer, and they've got a bodyguard. So they are going to be civilians that actually do react in AROs, and they've got different AROs. This guy's basically just going to run for cover and try and get off the board. This guy's going to run for cover, maybe shoot back with his stun gun. And the bodyguard has 2 breaker pistols, and he will take cover and fire back as well. And so the way this submission is worked out, if you get next to the dead or immobilized body or stunned body of the buyer, you get 2 points for taking his stuff off of him. If you get next to and 1 point if no points. And then either one of them you can interrogate. And the way the interrogate works is if you can get them to your deployment zone, then you get them off the board and you get the 2 points for either one of them for that. Or if the mission ends, whoever has the most points on the table in army units, so basically control of the table, will end up getting to interrogate whoever's on the table still and alive. So dead guys can't be interrogated, clearly.
Why not?
I guess tech hasn't advanced quite that far. So, and then there's 4 points just at the end of the game for having the most points of units on the table. Let's talk a little bit about my army. I've changed my armor list up a little since I got crushed last time. So I have my Krizak Brat down here. And he can kind of see through the 2 windows there, or he can come around the corner. I've got a Algocel Forward Observer prone on the roof here. Back here I've got 2 Agosils. This one's my lieutenant, and she's going to stay hidden after the debacle of last time. And then we've got a light grenade launcher back here, which is a new weapon for us to play with. And then back around here I've got my my Gecko. And is that everybody? Oh no, I've got a Sin Eater somewhere. Where is he? Is he in a building? Oh yeah, he's in the restaurant. He's in the back room of the restaurant. And I'm moving first. Michael actually got initiative because he won last mission.
And I completely made a mistake. I should have taken the place where Dad was because...
Michael picked sides, and he took this side because he's got a couple people. So, Michael, do you want to talk through where you've got your people and who they are? Michael's got the same list he ran last time.
I have a Fusilier right down there.
Yeah.
She is, she has a stun gun, basically.
No. Fusiliers don't run stun guns. Oh, is that the one with that's your forward observer?
Yes.
Okay, she's got the flash pulse pistol. That's what Michael's having.
Yeah. Then I've got that guy who is
your drone bot.
Really good at
Sierra drone
reactions.
Bot. Yep, and he's in the hotel.
Yeah.
In the ground floor of the hotel.
And then I've got my that big thing that
the Jodam.
The Jodam, yes.
And this building has a roof. But Michael's got a person in the building, and he was having a hard time taking the roof on and off. So we're leaving the roof off for now until it comes into play, which it may never, unless somebody gets up here maybe and it obstructs some view down. And then
I have these 2 guys.
Yes, he has his 2 ACO commandos.
Who are like reinforcements.
Yes.
This guy is the crab bot for him.
Which we may not use the crab bot as much this mission.
And then I've got my 2 healers down here. What I was going to do is I was going to have my Palbot run around.
Yeah.
And have my healer stay down there.
Okay.
And then I don't know if anyone else on the team.
Oh, and I do have a Hellcat that I can deploy later as well. So we both have some people we can deploy later in the mission. So that's the mission. So Michael got initiative and he decided to take sides. So I'm going to go first. So we'll do the same thing we did last time and maybe do summaries after moves, or maybe we'll decide to record some interesting moments if we remember to do that. All right, good luck, Michael.
I don't need it.
And we're off. All right, so I took the first turn and my turn is done. Let's talk about how badly I did moving first again. So the first thing I did was I popped my gecko around the corner and we did some shooting with the gecko against the Jotum down there. Michael managed to get his Jotum in a really good spot and he had firing lines to everywhere. The Jotum won that exchange. I took a wound, made my gut save, and decided to just sit there. Next thing I did was I crawled my Alguacil. I was very proud of this move to here before he popped up to try and use his flash pulse to stun the seller. And unfortunately, though, there's a robot in the ground floor of that building and a Fusilier on the second floor of that building who took shots at him, and the robot tatered him, and so he went unconscious. So, still trying to stun the target. Oh, and the target dodged around the corner anyways. So, I moved my Krizat Borat from here across this gap, and then the Jotum took a shot at him, because, Jotum's got firing lines to everything. And they exchanged fire, and the Borat did really well. I actually got 2 hits in, but the Jotum armor pinged both of them, even though they were AP rounds. So then I moved around the corner here, from here to here, and took a shot with stun ammo at the seller and stunned him. And then the bodyguard moved to there, and the buyer decided he didn't have a better place to be, so he just sat where he was. So, target stunned, my big plan came into being, which was I dropped my Hellcat here, and I thought I'd gotten my Hellcat out of the firing line, and it turns out I didn't. So he touched down only to immediately get blasted by the Jotum, and he went splat. So he was done. And off, because I was going to drop him down and then walk him over to pick up 2 points, which would have worked. So I decided to try and move my Sin Eater into position around that first set of tables on the left there, and as soon as he came around the corner, the robot in the ground floor of the building took shots at him. They shot at each other. I lost that exchange and unconscious. So I've got 2 unconscious guys, both of whom are basically out because my only paramedic is the Hellcat, who is
done.
Completely exploded.
He just went down right here, and I was just like, nope.
So then I just moved some people. I moved my Alguacil Lieutenant up here with Lieutenant order, and then I moved my other Alguacil up in here into the woods because Michael doesn't have any presence on this side of the board to just try and. So now I'm just kind of hoping that I don't get completely destroyed. Good news, though. As opposed to last game, I did not lose my lieutenant, so yay.
Yeah.
And so now it's Michael's turn to see what he can do. That dude is stunned, although I guess technically that clears at the end of my turn. So Michael will have to stun him himself.
Or kill him.
Yeah, you could kill him. Anyways, so we'll see. What Michael's turn brings. Hold on a sec. All right, Michael. So tell me what happened on your turn.
I used the Jotum, and actually, wait. The first thing I did was I moved the Fusilier here and did suppressing fire so that this guy wouldn't move at all because there's a guy behind this tree.
Yeah.
And then I moved my robot to the doorway right there. So that he wouldn't move.
Yep.
And then, back here, I dropped this guy down and shot him in the back and succeeded
once. Commando with a shotgun.
Then.
And I took 1 damage from that.
Yeah, and then I was gonna put her here. And
your second commando.
It failed.
You dispersed to there.
And now she's all the way over there. Then the Jotum shot that guy
Yes.
did 4 successful hits.
Yes.
And then he blocked 4 times.
Yes, 4 armor rolls. So
And
the
both
heroic
of them,
gecko.
and all of them were so close.
I
And then-
rolled 3 14s, which
Yeah.
was exactly what I needed to not. Well, no 13s would have saved me, but 14s, and then a 20.
And then he was just like, nope, and just ducked down.
Yes.
And decided to face him.
I shockingly failed my guts roll after that, and so moved back here. So that with my back to the door, but my front to this dude. So maybe we'll try and take him out next turn. So that's the end of turn 1, and Michael mentioned that he didn't actually kill anybody on his turn.
But I did pretty well on hurting him.
Yes, you did kill 3 of my guys on your turn.
And I'm suppressing that guy way down there.
Yeah, so you locked down this wing. I had moved some people. I had moved him around to kind of, you can kind of see him through the trees there, to try and do some work over here. And you brought some people up. So you've got, her in the window and the robot down there in the doorway. So you kind of are working that side. And I've got some people on this wing here, which left my gecko completely all alone back here. So we'll have to see how this plays out. My gecko's only got 1 structure point left, and I've got 3 people down. So, but Michael didn't make a move for the targets. But we got 2 more turns left, right?
No. Oh yeah.
Yeah, in the game. All right, so my turn's next. All right, so I forgot to do a video after my move. I spent, and then Michael did his move. So we'll talk about both here. My move, I spent most of my time here with the, with my, I always forget the name of this guy, the gecko, who had 2 damage on him at the start and was backed up against here. I spent the first turn just shooting at the ACAL commando who was there behind cover.
The ACAL commando.
Did you hit me the first time and it pinged?
And it pinged.
I armor saved.
And then you moved up.
Then I decide to move up, which is what I should have done last time, so that I would have had cover the second shot.
And shoot, and then
this time we exchanged fire, and this time I did not ping, and Michael did 1 more damage.
I destroyed the Jodam, and then he.
Well, no, this isn't a joke.
I'm sorry, gecko.
The gecko.
It's
so
clearly not as cool.
he was unconscious,
and
so I.
The pilot.
Good. Yep.
Pilot came out.
Yep.
And I changed my facing. And then we shot a little bit.
Yeah, and then I came around the corner and we shot at each other, and I
completely destroyed him.
Yeah, the double assault pistol is actually pretty awesome in short range. So I took him out, but down another unit basically. So then I decided to move my lieutenant up. She was hiding in this building here, back there. She's not there now, which portends what came, but she was just kind of hiding around the corner there. Was that it? I think that was it. That was all I had because I was down a bunch of dudes. So, and it took me, I spent most of my time down here. So then it was Michael's turn. First thing you did, right, you moved this. You want to tell us what you did on your turn?
You want me to? I have to get a picture of Bailey.
Alright, yeah, sure. You can play with Bailey. So, Michael moved this one in a little because that one had airdrop badly and was over there in the middle of nowhere, which I'd forgotten about, although I didn't really have any good shots at it. So, moves over there. I did not have an ARO through the bushes from my Agoso up there. Then he moved the drone bot out, and I had a dude here, and he was facing the wrong way, so he changed facing, which he succeeded at, and then Michael came around the corner, and we shot at each other, and Michael got it. Oh no, the first exchange I won, but you made the armor roll, and then the second exchange you won, and got like 4 hits, and I failed 2 of my 4 saves, and so that was the end of him. So then I was down to 1 unit, well 2 units actually, and then you moved that Fusilier over to the balcony, and we exchanged fire from the balcony up, and then you got a bunch of hits.
I got like 3 hits.
Oh no, the first exchange I won and you did the save?
I saved it, and
then the second exchange you won and I failed my saves and died. So
yeah.
That's where we are. So I have basically just the Grizzle Borat left.
You have 2 games left.
Yeah, but he doesn't generate an order for me.
So
I have
you
one
have
order.
one order.
And
your lieutenant's,
2 dudes.
Your lieutenant's gone.
Well, I have one order, but it's irregular, so that doesn't really matter much. Well, it actually does matter. It means that the Krizat Barat is the only one who can do anything because he didn't generate an order, so he has nothing. So I can
he
use.
do an ARO?
He can do AROs, yeah. Okay. Although he's not really set up to do that much. So what am I going to do? I mean, there's really nothing I can do at this point.
I think you should just try to...
I might as well just concede.
You should try to kill him.
I mean, I could go full auto and just try and destroy your targets, but stop trying to tear the table apart.
You should just, Dad, give up.
I mean...
You've got one dude left, and you've only killed one of my dudes.
I know,
one of my dudes, and it was an ACOL commando who did his job. He did. He killed.
It was a good exchange.
Gecko.
You took the gecko out in exchange. That was a good exchange. Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing I can do. I can't even get into a... I mean, I could get into a spot to make a shot probably, but then I'd get shot at, and I don't even know if I could do it in cover. Because as soon as I move out from here, the Jotam's gonna have line of sight on me.
I think you should not concede, because you know what I would do? I just try to go all out on them.
Alright.
I just try to shoot them.
Alright, you want a camera?
And kill. Okay.
You want a camera?
Oh, we're gonna see your move.
We'll see it.
We're gonna see it.
Alright.
My hands are a little shaky, just so you know.
You complain about that all the time.
Yeah, well, my hands aren't good.
I see. Your hands are fine.
No,
Alright, so
I have some weird disease or something.
No, you just are overly sensitive. Alright, so
Yeah,
if I move
that.
out, you're going to shoot at me, and I'm going to have no cover. But there's really not much else I can do other than just, like, gratuitously shoot at the buyer, just to, so you don't have points.
Yeah, but then the bodyguard would probably shoot at you.
But I'm not as worried about the bodyguard, and I have partial cover back here. So there's just really nothing to do. Does he have any kind of, like... no, he's got, I mean, if I got up close to somebody, but that's about it. This guy could move, but, I mean, he's only got, oh, actually,
No, he can't move.
That's right, because I've got an irregular order on my... Alright, well, fine, so we'll move up to here, and, which puts me out in the open. You want to get down and see if the Jotam's got line of sight to him? Because I think he does.
Yeah, take the camera.
Sure. Alright, so...
Yeah, he's got line of sight.
Alright, so...
Jotam's gonna shoot.
Yep, so that's the... Well, yeah, I guess he does. And,
Do you want to shoot
up
back?
to her as well.
Do you want to shoot back?
Well, I guess it depends on who I want to shoot. I guess I'll shoot the Jotam.
Okay, the Jotam's gonna shoot, and then she's also gonna shoot.
So I get...
I'm gonna do the Jotam first.
Multi-rifle, burst mode, I get 4 shots. We'll do the Jotam because that's the face-to-face.
I'm gonna do EXP
Okay.
mode.
Oh, what am I doing?
Wait, what's the range on
I
this?
don't know, I'm holding the camera. So what, 22, 23?
22.
It's to the front edge of both, but that's fine. So that's, so I'm at -3.
I'm at +3.
Alright, so,
But you have, I have, half cover, so you're at minus.
-6, yeah, which is why I didn't want to do this, but, and so so I'm rolling for 7s.
I mean, Dad, you've got nothing to lose.
I rolled a 1. If you fail completely if you fail with your shot, then I'll get a hit on you.
Okay, so I
One
have
hit,
1 hit.
Which is worthless. Should have shot the Fusilier.
I'm at 3+ with BS, so 18.
Yep.
8.
So you hit, you win.
Wait, I just roll. Anyways.
Armor 5. Is it AP? Will you shoot me with AP?
Yep.
Armor 3. Is it 15? Is it the HMG? Don't do that. You're gonna knock everything over. Is it 15 damage?
HMP, but it's EXP mode.
Not AP.
It's EXP.
So I don't have armor piercing, or I do have armor piercing.
It's EXP.
Yeah, but sometimes those things stack. No, it's just EXP. All right.
Just
All right. So I do have 5 armor.
Yep.
All right. So I need to roll an 11. Except I have to roll 3 of them.
Yep, 3 of them, and each one counts as a hit. Not your miss. You
You
got 1 hit.
1 hit, but he have wounds too, so he's still up.
Okay, Fusilier now.
You're gonna try and kill him.
Yep. HMG.
You're gonna make the Fusilier do it.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the Fusilier doesn't have an HMG?
Oh, combat rifle.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, what is it at?
From the Fusilier, I don't know. Why don't you use one of your rulers that's smaller? Don't try and lock it.
15.
Sure.
That gives me a
+3.
yeah +3.
So Fusilier is shooting around to the Borat down there.
I have 1 shot with the combat rifle +3 on my BS of 12, so 15. I got a 3.
Oh, I guess I'll shoot back.
You can do that again.
I can shoot back. It's as a ARO.
It's an arrow to my arrow.
Oh, this was your ARO. I thought it was your turn.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I do an armor save. What is it? Damage 13.
Because he could see you when you shoot.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
And move.
Yep. No, that's it. That's it. He's down. He's
unconscious,
Yep.
which counts as dead.
Yep.
The only person left is the pilot, but he doesn't count.
He doesn't really count. All right. Game.
Game.
All right. Michael gets a complete victory. I get nothing. So I don't know. We'll have to try again next time.
And fail.
Well, we'll see. I'm gonna start having to use some real units. All right.
Oh, no camo.
Talk to you later.
Camouflage.
Thanks for watching, and yeah, maybe I'll put up a fight next time.